Well, I thought it was going to rain last night, but being that it's January in Pennsylvania, the rain came down a little solid. So you can see that there is Sentras everywhere this morning, and that is actually really good news for my original O2 Spec V in particular, because we're starting the SR20 swap. So I guess a little mouse saw the winter coming and saw that thing sitting there and went, that's a pretty good mansion. All right, let's do some shuffling. I need to get the Sentra over here so I can get it in the barn. The Titan is parked at the neighbor's house for now, so it was out of the way because it was right in front of the Sentra, because the Titan needs the brakes bled, and that's the only flat spot, and it doesn't fit in here, and the other Sentra's under the awning. So, yeah. Also, this doesn't have any brakes. This is a hill. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. That was like almost 30 minutes of straight just cranking. Switch arm, crank some more. Switch arm, crank again. Oh. And that tire was flat, so didn't want to roll anyway. First things first, let's get the SR out of the back of the barn over here onto the slab. Then we can push the car a little farther back, make some more room, get the spider webs out, remove the old QR wiring harness, double check that the SR harness up there actually is going to fit this body harness, and then we can start stripping off the front end and get ready to bolt this SR in. These rubber mats make moving stuff a lot of fun. This is what we have to traverse next. This meeting of the floors. Oof, at least SRs aren't iron blocks. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't remember this thing being this ugly. Ooh. I remember being dirty, but this is honestly heinous. Whew. Got a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna try to make a promise to myself and keep it. This car is gonna be built to be daily driven for a while, because we're gonna start tracking the Silver Spec V. So I don't want to count on that thing always being operational. It might get broken. So I want to have this back, and I wasn't ready with the 6-speed swap, as I said, so we're just gonna run the 5-speed for now. I'm gonna not go overboard. I can't say that. I'm gonna try to not go overboard with cosmetics. We're not painting the bay yet. It's gonna happen eventually, but not right now. So I'm just gonna try to not go absolutely nuts with appearance, because again, it's gonna get driven every day in the rain, you know, dirty roads. It's not time to go that far yet. So let's see where we're at the end of this build. Okay, so looking under here, these are the original plugs from the engine harness that plug in under the dash. This is the SR harness. Now, half of it plugs in, but this plug here does not plug in down there where it's supposed to. As you can see, these two plugs are vastly different. So I will most likely just be swapping the dash harness. No big deal. My exhaust came in. But we'll look at that later. So we're going to take a risk on this. It looks like from the edge of the frame rail, let's say roughly 2 3/4 inches is where the bolt pattern is, and it's just slightly up from the frame rail. Sorry about the generator noise, it's literally right there. But the older cars don't have a mount, it's not removable. It looks like from the frame rail, man, this magnetic measuring tape is not helping me right now. It looks like it's roughly in the same spot, so we'll see if it works or not. All right, let's take a quick look underneath this Sentra. You guys can see how rusty this thing is. I don't have much time to take parts off of it before it falls apart and kills me for being underneath it. Even these frame rails are gone. This thing's almost as rusty as that purple D21 there that I won't let go of. So to get these shift rods off I need to take off the exhaust heat shield, which all the nuts that hold it on, the shield corroded out around it, and it is held in with self-tappers. So I'm going to pull all those out, and hopefully this comes off easy. Alright, let's close this hood real quick. We're going to push this outside temporarily. I'm going to sit it outside next to my Altima just for a little bit so that I can make some decisions on some stuff. I'm not totally sold on doing the 5-speed swap. I think I might try to liquidate some of the extra parts I have laying around and just get the proper bell housing and stuff I need to do the actual 6-speed swap. And maybe just put a little extra on credit and work some overtime. It's still going to be high priority. It's not going to be sitting off against the edge of the woods, just, you know, rotting away. And I'll go ahead and make some decisions and figure out how I'm going to move forward with this. So I've got the engine simplified enough. It's much thinner. Hopefully it'll fit under there with the other SR. I think this alternator is going to get chucked, and I'll probably use the one from that engine. Same thing with the AC pump. This one is completely seized. I broke that one free, but it doesn't sound good at all. This is completely seized up. Everything on this motor was pretty rusty, but the rest of the stuff should be somewhat usable. As usual, the bottom two AC pump bolts broke. That's SRQR, whatever motor. Pretty much everything does that. So let's get the crane out, get this thing on a dolly. Check out my small beginning stage SR collection. I think I'm going to end up actually kind of melting these two together to make one motor for the Sentra, because this one needs a lot of work. I actually don't know much about this one at all, to be honest. The only thing I actually know for sure about it is that it's got Jim Wolf Technology Stage 3 cams in it, and it's got stock springs and retainers, which means that the extra travel from the cams binds the stock springs, so it actually needs some more parts to even spin. That fit perfect. I mean, super snug, but just enough room.
I'm just calling to say I